Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Velmore. Today's recipe comes to us from the Elder Scrolls Cookbook. It is a savory scone that would probably make a great addition to any meal. This is cheese scones. Let's get started. For the cheese of this recipe, I'm going to shred some aged cheddar and grate some parmesan. I am going to start my scones with flour, sugar, baking powder, mustard powder, and salt. And I'm just going to stir that together a bit. Now I'm going to put in some cold cubed butter and rub it in until I get a crumbly texture. Next, I'll add in some sour cream, stir it in to distribute it around. After I put in the sour cream, I didn't record, but I added in the cheddar cheese and just enough buttermilk to bring the dough together and not too sticky. And I'm going to pull that out onto a floured surface where I'm going to flatten it out and fold it in over itself a few times. And then press it down to about ½ inch thick. And then I'm going to cut it into shapes that are roughly triangular. Top this with some egg wash and parmesan, and bake that at 400 degrees for 15 minutes. So I found these to be pretty good. The flavor was reminiscent of a Cheez It. It had a nice little bite from the cheddar, as well as that salty parmesan, though it was a little sweet. The recipe called for 2 tablespoons. I would really recommend dropping that down to 1. It's not so sweet that it ruins the dish, but it's a little sweeter than I would expect with something like this. And I did have a little bit of concern that the texture of these was going to be more like a buttermilk biscuit, though those probably have a little more buttermilk in them and are not folded over quite like this is. And they actually turned out very nice. They're crispy on the top, the inside layers are soft, and I really do overall enjoy it. And I think for a pairing with this, it would probably serve better with a stew or bacon and eggs, as opposed to serving it with a cup of tea or coffee like you might with a traditional scone. I hope you enjoyed. You can follow me on Instagram or Twitter. I'll have the links in the description below. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and come on back next week for another recipe.